And today, we're going to put this in and... Oh my god, why can't I see? Oh, let's clean that off. There we go. There we go. We're going to put this in, and I think we're going to need these because there's a lot of oil, and what I found when I got here, I'm supposed to just change this. There's a lot to change this. There's a lot of pieces. There's parts that need to come off. This got to come off. That's got to come off. These got to come off. Everything's got to come off. I'm going to have to go pretty full hardcore here just to get this piece. But we're going to see here that this is a lot of work. Lots of work. But down here, we originally coming here because they said that the holes were not round. The holes were not round. I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I don't think that you needed to actually put this on any kind of scope to see that those holes were not round. I mean, those ones are not round, but... Alright, so this was off when I got there. And it looks like somebody's back in here, and I didn't see that these oil lines were burnt. 1, 2, all the oil lines got burnt. It's crazy. Interesting. But this thing was shaking, and they cleaned all this out for me, and they must have taken off all the screws too. And now all these covers were taken off. This is what it looked like when I got here. I did not do that, and look at this, a temporary fix. It's a telephone. I mean, I guess you could, I understand why people do this, but literally those are for temporary fixes. But look at this, look at this. It's all taped up down there. I mean, come on, man, seriously? Seriously, so I cut the zip ties. I gotta get all this off here. I gotta get these wires off here. Every layer's gotta come off. Just put the gloves on. These is not gonna work. I don't know if you guys see how much oil is back in there. These gloves are going to do nothing, but I had to do this. This is broke. That's broke. Look at this. Like, nobody noticed how much oil, like, ever was back there. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Hand tight. This is the piece that, like, if everything hits something and falls off, the thing that's going to protect it, the tens of thousands of dollars. Hand tight. Okay. No. Alright, so when I started taking this off, I just heard something fall. And I looked down here, and oh! There's a screw. Where does that screw go? I know where that screw goes. Yep, I know where it goes. It goes up here. This is broken. I came here to change one thing. One thing. And now I have found oil lines that are burnt. I found this is broken. And look how much this shakes. Nobody noticed this. I wonder why your holes were not round, people. Yeah, I growl sometimes and I get a little angry because it just moves. Like, how did you not know those moves? So now, I'm going to take all this off. I hate taking all this off. And guess what? See all that gunk? Nobody noticed. Is this hand tight? This one's hand tight too? Who is working on this machine? Who is doing this? I mean, whatever. Alright. So, all this oil that nobody ever noticed, I'm going to take these little screws out. And, yeah, we're going to do that now. Got them off, got them off, got them off. Actually, kind of did this video kind of out of sequence, because I already kind of showed this part. But anyway, here we go. I'm going to get some of this off. There's no point in wearing gloves. You see how much oil and grease is back here? I can't get none. This thing's shaking like crazy. So now I'm going to have to go further because now it's not just the bracket. It's not just the oil lines. We're talking bearings. Well, where would bearings come from? They would come from skates. And that's probably where our wobble's from, and they probably overheated because there was no oil getting to them. And there was no oil getting to them probably for a long time. It burned every single one of these. All five. All five. Now, you say there's 4 skates right here. See? They're there. But there's one more. There's number 5. Number 5 goes into that hole. Right back in there. And where does that little guy go? That little guy goes over to the ball screw over here. So the bearings are probably shot too. I'm just getting angrier the farther I get back in there. So I got it all apart. Got it all apart. Got a bunch of stuff. I just a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna take all this off. See, like the motor's here. I'm gonna have to like disconnect this coupling here. This coupling, there's a bearing there, and there's some bearings there, and there's bearings here. The top two are sealed. This one is actually a... this is going to be so much work. I'm going to take the skates off. Hopefully those aren't damaged because those go to the skates over here, but I can't see that until I get all this off. And it's not like... I don't even know if we're going to have these parts. But I'm going to see. If I take this off, bearings are just going to fall. Whatever. And so let's take this bracket off. It's still gonna do that. I mean, that was the original problem I came here for, right? So I'm gonna do that while I'm waiting for everything else, and I'm gonna clean that up somehow. I don't know. This is a lot of work. This is too much. I came here. It was a 1-day job. This has turned into a 4-day job, like in seconds. Look at this mess. I mean, seriously. But look at that. Look, it's beautiful. It is so beautiful. And, yep. Everything is back there. Boom. Got the new skates on. Got the new rails on. And, boom. Got the new ball screw. Boom. We got the new oil lines. We gotta fit all this together now. That's gonna be the fun part. Cause this thing kind of like... Yep, there's the oil lines. And I got that bracket on, as you can see. Those bolts are nice in there. I got some Loctite on there. And I got the magnet there, but dust fell on top of the magnet. And I gotta get all this in there somehow. I gotta get this... These have to go like perfectly in. I can't get this one bolt in the top. And I have to get this bolt in the top. And there's it's just one little bit of play here. I think I'm going to get it in now, yeah. Yep. And by getting that in there, I knocked all the dust on the magnets. I got it all back together. And look at that. It's looking good, but there's no oil in there. Try to run the pump for a bit and see what happens. And this pump actually sucks because it only pumps like 1 drop every like 5 seconds or something. So, as you can see, there's nothing. There's a little oil bubble. I gotta get all that air out of there. It's gonna take a while, but I'll get it. And there it is. It's all back together. It is all back together, and the customer, I think, is happy. They're probably not happy about the bill because that just took 4 days.